Discord. Like, we focus on gameplay for this event, and you know, they come in with very fresh perspectives on 23, right? So they've been on it all year long. So their brains there, they're still using like kind of exploits or things that they really like in 23 to try to be successful. So they come in trying to do those things right away, and they see that a lot of things have been fixed or changed. And so for us, it's helpful for them to know, to remember, because we've been in the trenches for so long. Like, some of the things that they thought they'd be complaining about, like, oh yeah, we fixed that, you know, 3 months ago. And so it's helpful for us to just be reassured that some of those things are gone. And now they gotta look for new exploits to beat people with.
Go break the game. That's what I tell them. Go break the game and be honest with Mike. You know, don't just come in here and tell them things you like, find things you don't like. What's it been like for you and all your gameplay team to like meet the community and interact with the community and then have them playing, you know, the product before launch? Is it a pretty cool feeling to build that relationship? You know, and you said this is the 3rd year in a row. How's it been over the years, and how's that affected the gameplay?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're bringing back, at least today, there's at least 4 or 5 returning people. So we've already have kind of relationship and a rapport, and you know, the first time some of these guys came in, it wasn't like they're ready to just give us their raw feedback, you know? They're trying to be polite, they're trying not to, like, you know, get in our faces on stuff, but now they're ready, you know, they're very, very willing to just give us their honest opinion. And there's nothing beats the in-person dialogue. Because we can be, you know, on forum posts, we can be on Reddit, Twitter, and we'll get feedback, but it's usually not filtered, and you can't really get a gauge for exactly what people are complaining about. So when you can just have a conversation about things, and it helps them too, right? They can bring up points and things they don't like, and we can just talk to them about things and how the game is built, and they understand why some decisions are made, and they help us guide us too. They help guide our decisions of what, you know, what they think things should be like, and we can change accordingly. So, you know, the game is for the community.
Coming up next, the Raptors taking on the Spurs. For Toronto, losing sight of their identity over the last 10 games, they've won only 2 of them. Tonight, they're hoping to get back to what they do well with a win. Spurs, Raptors, only on 2K Sports. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. The one thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
And the starting group for the Spurs. They've got Tracy McGrady. Miller is out there with Johnson. And it's Camby. And it's Anthony in at the power forward. And for Toronto, they've got Johnson. He's out there with Williams. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's McHale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Miller. And McHale pulls it down. Here's Hayes. Johnson outside. Johnson with the block. Williams against McGrady. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
McHale passes to Johnson. A three-pointer off the mark. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having, though, a couple Hall of Fame. One of the most ferocious scorers in the game. McGrady's length and athleticism is so difficult to contain.
Johnson kicks to Williams. A three-pointer, no good. To the inside, Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
Now here's Johnson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Back to Hayes. Outside Williams. On the clock. Over McGrady. And they get it back. Johnson, the pass to Hayes. Second chance shot. No good on the shot. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Count it.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack. And, for a guy who sat on the bench his senior year of high school and was barely noticed by college recruiters, boy, DJ's proved a lot of people wrong.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Johnson, and slam dunk by Johnson.
And get a load of that move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff. Johnson finds Williams. Back to Johnson. Hayes with it. Anthony on him. McHale right side. Johnson surveying the floor. The Raptors need to get a shot at it. Goes up on the high post. The shot's good from Hayes.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Here's McGrady. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. McGrady's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Back to Johnson. There's the triple. Rebound by Johnson. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 13-4 run. The shot's good. Miller's got his second bucket.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Williams for 3. That shot is off. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Anthony kicks to Johnson. There's Miller with the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And Anthony's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Trying to get open his camera. Johnson's shot is off. Raptors trail by 9. On the wing, Johnson. Hayes trying to break free. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. So timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Serge Ibaka is checked in for the Spurs. McHale inside. Anthony on him. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. 5 on the clock. And again, Toronto no up. San Antonio leading by 9. Knocked loose. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Miller. Back to Johnson. 5 to shoot. And the 3 ball is good. Johnson's got 5.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Kept alive. McHale. The pass to Reed. That one falls. Coming off McHale's feet.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Miller outside. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
From deep, Johnson hits the 3-point bomb. 8 points for him. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. Scotty's checked in for Anthony. He hits the second from the line. Spurs leading by 17. Here's Johnson. And Johnson with the stuff.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Raptors shooting alarming 21% to get things going here. Outside our test. Fires from deep. Scott pulls it in.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Sinks the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Mayo, the pass to Reed. Our test on the way. Back to Reed. He's guarded by Johnson. Back to Reed. Three-pointer. The shot will not fall. And so it's San Antonio cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
Johnson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Williams. And it's Reed in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now, here's Johnson. To the paint. It's tipped. Taken away by Williams. Out left to the wing. Reed kicks to Johnson. Outside Williams. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Passes it to Miller. From deep. Poked away. Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Hayes. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Hard work on the offensive glass, paying off with the second chance points there for Hayes. If he's got a shot at the rebound, he's not going to let anybody else take it away.
And the Spurs making a change here. Hands checked in. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal memories. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning for your country?
Kevin, both incredibly proud moments. Winning an NBA title is awesome, but also winning a gold medal for your country, you said it, it's representing your country. It was a dream come true.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Johnson, the pass to Reed. Back to Johnson. From deep three-point range. Another shot. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
In a bump this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
The teardrop falls in.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And here are the Raptors now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Inside, here's Hayes. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Hayes has got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson gets the bucket.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
On the wing, George. Got a piece of it. Johnson with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Reed misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Now, here's Johnson. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Yes, that goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Spurs making a change here. Hamilton's checked in. Spurs leading by 16. It's George on the wing. Back to Hamilton. Here's Mann. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 4 on the clock. And Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
For the Raptors, they come in off the wash to the Warriors. High post McHale. He dishes it to Mayo. That one falls. Coming off McHale's feet.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Pass to George. He kicks to Hamilton.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. Raptors trail by 15. .141 left to play here in the second quarter. Takes it inside. Artest with the ball. Back to Mayo. And a miss there on the triple. And here's George for 3. Here's Mann. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Bill Lambier's checked in for the Spurs. Both shots good from the stripe. .116 left in the first half. Outside Artest. Now the pass to Hayes. McHale controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Hamilton against Mayo. No good from Hamilton. Artest left side. And there's the drive. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Hayes has got 8.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now, here's Lambeer. It's hauled in by the Raptors. McHale's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mayo finds McHale. And here's our test. Hayes trying to break free. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from our test. It's George on the wing, covered by Hayes. George passes to Mann. Just 3 on the clock. He lays it in. And the Spurs lead by 12.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And so it's San Antonio enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
Well, you can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are leading by 12. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They come out determined to push the pace. Up-tempo offense, getting the ball up court as quickly as possible. Advantage in transition points has been the major difference in this game.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
They didn't shoot the ball very well, and that's because they didn't have any flow on offense. I'd expect the coaching staff to make some adjustments in the locker room. They need to draw up some plays to get a good offensive rhythm.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Make some noise, Toronto.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. B has been exceptional here, guys.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Here's who Maurice Cheeks is starting the second half with. They've got Anthony. Johnson is out there with Miller. And it's Camby, and it's McGrady in at the small forward. Now here's Hayes. Camby with the block. And they'll get another chance. Back to Williams. Pass to Hayes. On the wing, Williams. The second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Drills it from outside.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Johnson dishes to Williams. Pass to Johnson. Here's McHale. Camby covering. McHale inside. Camby on him. A shot by McHale, no good.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
There's Miller with the three. Rebound by the Raptors.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the middle, Hayes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
At the line for Toronto, Elvin Hayes. at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. San Antonio leading by 14. Pass to McGrady. Poked loose. Down low. Fast break Toronto. Williams leading the charge. Misses the layup.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
The tray. Drops in the tray.
tmac.
McGrady's got a pair of threes now here in the third for San Antonio.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
And the Raptors call time here. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Camby with it, and it's McHale picking him up. Here's Anthony. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For San Antonio, they've looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Anthony drops them both. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Toronto. Trailing by 19. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Now, here's Johnson. Following the shot by Kevin McHale. If it counts.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Johnson against Johnson. McGrady outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Back to Johnson. Johnson, the pass to Hayes. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. He's shooting 5 for 8.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
One-on-one fast break. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient, guys.
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Now, here is McGrady after Magic Johnson's miss. And it's sent back by McHale. They retain possession. Raptors trail by 18. Johnson with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And again, no good by Toronto. Driving to the basket. And there's Tracy McGrady, the assist by Johnson. McGrady's got 16 points.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Back to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And the pass to Johnson. This one for 3. Unable to get that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. From deep, Johnson. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Johnson outside. Here's McHale. And slam dunk by McHale.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Anthony right side. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And a missed late. Raptors trail by 18. Now the feed to Johnson. The putback. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
That's his second.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
High-effort, fast-break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game, generating a lot of points for them.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Artest is checked in, and it's Mayo in for Magic Johnson. No coverage that time.
tmac, Tracy
McGrady's got 14 points now in the second half.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Back to Johnson. A three ball. Connects from three-point range. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 10. Kicks it to Miller. Puts up a three. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Raptors trail by 20. Outside Mayo. Passes to Artest. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Miller with a wide open look. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
McHale kicks it out to Johnson. McHale right side. Sinks that one from the post. McHale's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the D getting out work there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And so it's San Antonio sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. San Antonio leading by 21. Mayo out there with Hayes. Then there's McHale. Then it's Johnson. And it's Johnson in at the one spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pass to McGrady. That three off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Raptors. Shot by Mayo is no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Miller dishes to McGrady. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Williams, he's checked in for Toronto. The Spurs also with the sub. Richard Hamilton's checked in for Miller. Johnson outside. He kicks to Williams. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th assist on the night.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to Mann. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Raptors trail by 18. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
That's his first personal foul.
Spurs leading by 15. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Hamilton against Johnson. Clock at 6. McGrady outside. And they recover it. Scott kicks to McGrady. The kick out to Scott. Over to the wing. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. Shot from the low block. They get it again. McHale goes up again. And at last they get one to fall.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities. You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Here's Mann. Banked in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 17.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
McHale passes to Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from McHale. McHale's got his 4th assist in this one. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Feeds to McGrady. All sorts of time. Johnson with the rebound. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Here's Williams. And again, it's Toronto converting.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Anthony's checked in for San Antonio. Paul George comes in for McGrady. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mo Cheeks was talking about with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Williams dishes to Johnson. Pass to Johnson. "11 feet away, and that one is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Johnson against Hamilton. Passes it to Anthony. It's George on the wing. Hamilton outside. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Johnson. Raptors trail by 15. Here's Williams. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 11 points for Williams.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Hamilton is just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screen.
2 shots.
Hamilton hits both of them. And here is Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for your Raptors.
That's good from Johnson. Morey's checked in for Anthony. And both free throws good for Johnson. And here's George. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 13-point lead. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Here's Hamilton. A putback, and George able to finish. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Here's Johnson. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's George finishing it off.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Toronto working the ball around now. Throws it up high. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, can I get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. George passes to Ori. And the dunk by Ori.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Hayes up top, Ori defending. And nowadays, it seems like players have more opportunities than ever before. But, Steve, does that add to the challenge of balancing on the court versus off the floor?
It does for some individuals, but I love the opportunities that they're getting, and I love they're taking advantage of it. Most of the guys can juggle and balance both.
Bill Lambert's checked in for Serge Ibaka. George with the ball. Hayes on him. The shot by Ori, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 4-team foul.
That free throw, no good. And the Spurs making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Hayes at the line for 2.
And he sinks the 2nd.
No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Spurs.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Johnson.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. On the wing, George. Fires for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Johnson. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
How about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.